Hey guys, Ms. Ehrlich here, and today we are going to be learning about fractions. So a fraction is an equal part of a whole. Now first we have to understand what a whole is before we understand what a fraction is. So a whole is something that is not divided, not cut out, not broken into any pieces. For example, this is a whole cookie. I haven't cut it, I haven't divided it, I haven't partitioned it. Partition just means to divide or separate. I haven't done any of that to my cookie, so this is a whole cookie. So, a whole and all the parts together in one. So, again, this is my whole cookie. It is one cookie. Halves means two equal parts. Now, when I make something in half, it has to be equal. And I highlighted that word because equal is very important when you're making fractions. Equal means the same as. So if you can see, this is my whole, but I have partitioned it in half. And that means this side is equal to this side. So this is 1/2, and this is 1/2. So I have partitioned my whole into halves. So you can say 1/2, or you can say, this is the number form, the numeric form, 1/2, or the word form, 1/2. Now you can also create fourths. A fourth is 4 equal parts. Remember that equal is a very important word. I highlighted it because it means the same as. So all these 4 parts are fair shares. That means they are the same. They are equal, the same size. So I have partitioned my whole circle in 4 equal parts. This is 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. So you can write it as 1/4, or you can do the word form 1/4. Okay, so from my chart, we have gotten that fractions are equal parts of wholes. That means all of the shares are equal or the same. We can have a whole, a halves, divide into halves, or divide it into fourths. Okay? And remember, for this next activity, we have to make sure all the parts are the same. They are equal and they are fair shares. Okay? Okay, my next activity is we are going to be looking at different shapes because it doesn't always have to be circles to make fractions. We're going to be looking at different shapes and deciding if they are equal or unequal. So if they are fair shares or not fair shares, because that really determines if something is a fraction or not. So let's move over here. All right. So this side with the smiley face is our equal shares. That means all the shares are equal. Not equal shares is the one with the sad face. So I'm going to hold up different shapes and we're going to decide if it goes under equal shares or not equal shares. Okay? So let's look at this shape. It has 2 shares, 2 parts. It's partitioned right here. Partition means divided. But are they equal? Is it a fraction? You're right. It's not a fraction because they're not equal. They are not fair. So we're going to put that under not equal shares. Let's look at my next one. My trapezoid. Now, look closely. It's partitioned right here. And do the sides look equal, like they're fair shares? Yeah. This is partitioned in halves. Let's look at this rectangle. It's partitioned, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's in fourths. And are they equal shares? Yeah, good job. Let's see, equal shares with the smiley face. let's look at this shape. Well, let's determine what shape it is. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a hexagon. And it's partitioned right here. No matter which way you turn, it's still partitioned the same. But are they equal shares? They are not fair. They are not equal. So we are going to put it under unequal shares. Let's look at this rectangle. It's divided and it's partitioned, but are they equal? I don't think so. Unequal. Circle. It's partitioned down here and right there. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's fourths. And are all the parts equal? Yes. Equal shares. How about a heart? You can partition almost every shape, but you have to make sure for a fraction for it to be equal shares. So is this heart partitioned where both parts are equal? Yes, they are. And it's cut where it's cut in halves. Let's look at this triangle. 1, 2, 3 sides, and it's partitioned. And they tried to partition in halves, but if you look closely, it looks like this side is smaller than this side. So is it partitioned in fair shares? It is unequal. All right, a couple more, and then we're going to be done. Let's count the sides to figure out what shape this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Miss Ehrlich messed up. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a pentagon. It's okay. Teachers mess up too. Pentagon. And it's partitioned right here, but are they equal shares? Nope. All right, we're done with our sorting. So now let's review what we've learned today. So today we learned that a fraction is an equal part of a whole. And we decided a whole, like my cookie, is when all the pieces are together. Nothing's partitioned, nothing's cut, nothing's divided. But if I wanted to divide my cookie and share it with a friend, I could do that now because I know about fractions and equal shares. So I'm going to partition my cookie. So I have 2 shares that are equal. So I'm going to partition my cookie to make halves. So as best as I can, right down the middle. If I even wanted to, I could cut it to make 2 fair shares. 2 fair shares. So now I can share with a friend. But what if I had more than just one friend to share with? Well, I can start with my whole again, and I can partition it to share. If I had 3 other friends with me, it would be me and 3 other friends, so that would make 4 friends, or 4 people I needed to make a cookie for. So I'm going to partition my cookie to make 4 equal shares, and I can do that now because I know about fractions. So let's partition it down the middle, and then I'm going to partition or divide it again down the middle as best as I can to make 4 equal parts. So everybody gets a fair piece of cookie. And if I wanted to again, I'm going to cut it so I have 4 equal parts. Now it's hard to kind of tell when they're cut, but they were all together, and I made 4 equal parts, or fourths. This week, you're gonna do some work that has to do with some fractions, and now you know how to do it. So if you need a refresher, you can always come back and watch my video. Have a great rest of your week, guys.